What's up, guys? We're out here at Anytime Fitness today in North Peoria with the Pinter and Patrick show. I'm Adam Lawson. This is Patrick Thompson getting a nice little pump here with his pumpkin.
Oh,
that was a good one. That was a good one.
That was.
Yeah. Get started off well. How you doing today, Pat?
I'm good, man. We just finished up a photo shoot with Spark Photography, Mary Fielder here at Anytime Fitness Peoria. Doug Pinter is leaving the building right here, right now. He's gonna have a great weekend, and it's just a nice sunny day here in the fall. Here he comes.
The man himself.
Check this pink out, buddy.
Yeah,
just rocking your brand. Yeah.
What?
Lift with your legs, buddy.
Why are you rocking the pink? Tell us why.
Real Men Wear Pink campaign I'm part of here in Peoria with the sheriff, the mayor, several other people, fighting the fight against breast cancer and cancer in general. So,
awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
Appreciate the hookup.
Yeah, definitely.
See you, fellas.
How's it going, Doug?
And yeah, we're out here. It's a great day. It's crazy out here, but we're having fun. And how's your back wax feeling, bro?
It is smooth.
Smooth as
so
gravy.
Smooth.
I mean, you haven't grown back yet, have you?
No, not yet anyway. But yeah, that was an interesting one last week, Vanilla Sugar. But it was awesome working with Liz and all the girls out there. Did an awesome job. Thought it would hurt a lot worse than that, getting my back waxed, but it was an experience. Definitely an experience.
So this week we're out here at Anytime Fitness North Peoria, and we're going to talk to Shelby LaBeouf. Shelby is one of the personal trainers out here, and he is putting on the Haunted Hustle down at Country Club Barbecue on October 28th next weekend. Registration's at 8:30 a.m. It starts at 10 a.m. But we want to talk to him about the Haunted Hustle, what it's about, what it's benefiting, and so forth going forward for that. And then Adam and I will talk about some motivation, some tips for you guys to get into the gym. What kind of gym should you be looking for your fitness? Or maybe you're a night owl. Maybe you just want a quick workout. Maybe you want something that's going to really push you. So we'll talk about various places here in the Peoria area that would be beneficial for you guys. I mean, I know Adam has the same mindset. Nobody's a competitor. He owns his own gym.
Oh, definitely.
We're here at Anytime Fitness North Peoria, and it's just we want to make sure everyone's getting their health and fitness on the right track, approaching the winter months.
Most definitely, and that's, like you said, getting ready for the winter months here. We got a lot of stuff coming down, winding to an end here. Football, this is the last week of high school football here, regular season, except a lot of Peoria teams are going to be making the playoffs. It's going to be kind of a lot of playoff implications on the line, a few other really important things. So tonight, Dunlap's at Canton. That's going to be a really exciting one because Dunlap's going for an undefeated season tonight. If they win, getting that regular season undefeated, coming into the playoffs with the #1 seed. That'll be huge for them. Canton's also kind of on that bubble right now, so they're fighting for their playoff spot. Notre Dame is at Normal West, and that's also for a playoff spot. They're looking at, they could either be 5-4, 6-3, so it's going to be interesting to see how that ends up. I've got a lot of faith in Coach Goen and the boys over at Notre Dame, so I think that'll be a good one. Central, Richwoods, everybody kind of wind down their season. Central's got that playoff spot. Morton's got a playoff spot already, so it's been a good year for the Middle Illini, been a good year for the Big 12. It's going to be really interesting playoffs around here. Going to be a lot more football to watch, even though that regular season's over.
Absolutely, and a lot of those kids who are seniors are going to be trying to make a big statement in the playoffs, not just for their team, but for themselves as well, who are wanting to go to maybe a D3, D2, NAIA, or even a D1 college. Who's some of the outstanding players out there right now that are looking to play ball after high school?
There's quite a few this year. It's really fun. There's you got the boys over at Peoria High. You got Marcus Cox. You got Gino Hess. Gino's already signed to school in Missouri, and then you got Cron Taylor, of course. Cron signed to U of I. He's gonna go up there, play with Kendrick Green that he played with last year. So that'll be a fun one. He's gonna do big things for that program for sure.
I agree.
You got another really good quarterback in the area, Keenan Streetmatter. He's had a few offers. He's got some interest from some other schools, so that'll be a fun one to see how that works out. A few other guys at Richwoods. I mean, you got some real good linemen over there. Anthony Weldy, Cody Wright. So that's going to be fun to watch. And then you go out to Dunlap, and you've already got Mangieri, who's going to Northwestern.
Right.
Huge. That's going to be awesome
Defense,
for him.
right?
Defense, yes. Yeah. So that'll be really good. And I played against his brother Nick and friends with his brother PJ. They've all played at that next level, so he's already got some experience being around it, so that'll be good for him. Not going to be too much of adjustment, I don't think. And then you got Luke Benioff out there, who somehow does not have any of those offers yet, but I think
Wow.
by the end of this season and once the season's over, I think he's going to have quite a few more on the table. He deserves them. He's one that he's got the raw talent for it. He's got the skill. He's been polishing it all season. And
Right.
It's really paying off for him.
Yeah.
So then you got all the boys out in Morton. They're three real good backfield there. So you got Kreider, Getz, and Donald out there. So that'll be another really interesting one. See kind of where they go and what happens with them in this postseason here. So anything else on sports? We just touched on it here, but if you follow at TF Sports 309 on Twitter, those are our boys who were on the show with us here a few weeks ago, and they've got their podcast drops today, and
Right.
they're talking a lot more about high school football, talking about the NBA season starting, and they're touching on baseball and football a little bit, NFL a little bit too. So hop on over there, listen to their podcast. I think it's about 30 to 45 minutes this week. They'll be able to tell you a lot more about sports than we can.
Yep, absolutely. From high school to the pros. Again, we're out here at Anytime Fitness, North Peoria. Patrick Thompson, Adam Watson. We have our pumpkins.
Ayo.
And we're going to go inside and talk to Shelby LaBeouf about the Haunted Hustle coming up next weekend. So see you in a bit. Welcome back to Anytime Fitness Peoria. We're inside now. Shelby, he actually had a lot of training sessions a little bit ago, and he has to go up to Chicago for a wedding and wedding rehearsal today. So we're going to take over his spot and talk about the third annual Haunted Hustle of 2017 that's going to benefit the Front Nine Foundation. And the Haunted Hustle, what it is it started 3 years ago, and it was at Peoria Brewing Company the first 2 years, and people would run across the street over to the Rock Island Trail, correct me if I'm wrong on that, and it actually went behind the Gorilla Pit and Iron Athlete Performance.
Right.
And we did that for a couple years, but now we're going to partner up with Country Club Barbecue down on Farmington Road, and it's going to go through Bradley Park. It's going to be 5K. Kids are welcome. Anybody who wants to walk or run, they are welcome. And since it's so close to Halloween, you have to dress up for a...
Gotta dress up.
with a costume. No, I'm just kidding on that one. Adam and I were joking a little bit ago how you have to dress up, but you don't have to.
You do.
So let's go down the sheet with this. Adam, where's this? What's the date of this again?
This is the 28th of October. That's Saturday, so a week from tomorrow. And that starts at 10 a.m. The run does. Check-in starts at 8:30. That's check-in at Country Club Barbecue down there on Farmington Road, the old Cams. We even go back another generation, the old Lucky Lady that was down there. So that's it. Where the check-in is at 8:30 that morning, and they're providing breakfast there. Chick-fil-A is providing breakfast, so
Yeah,
pretty awesome.
Jason Councilman, the owner of Chick-fil-A in Peoria, so thank you for that.
Definitely, and then afterwards there's the lunch at Country Club Barbecue. So they're providing lunch there. They've got, I don't know if you've ever been there for their barbecue, Pat, but it is delicious. So that's just going to make it worth it right there.
Those barbecue egg rolls.
Oh, yes. The wraps. Oof.
Might have to go down there after this.
I think that's a good idea.
Wait, we got a deadlift first.
Okay, deadlift, then we'll hit Country Club
There we
Barbecue.
go. And one thing they have provided is a shuttle. So Bradley Park isn't necessarily right next to Country Club Barbecue. It's not right in their backyard. So there is a shuttle at Country Club that will drive you across the street over to the parking area where the starting area is going to be there's a little shelter house there where it's going to start at. So don't feel like you have to park at Country Club and drive. There is a shuttle provided for you. You didn't cover, I think, $50 per runner, $15 for children, 16 and under. Registration includes the breakfast, the lunch, one beer ticket, a goodie bag, and a t-shirt. So you're getting a whole bag of goodies and food for $50, and you're running. And the best part about this is that this money is going towards the Front Nine Foundation.
Right. Awesome foundation there.
And the Front Nine Foundation benefits the Children's Hospital of Illinois, the Family House of Peoria, and other various families here in the local Peoria area. We have the Murder Mystery Trivia Night that is usually in the late winter, early spring. That'll be coming up again before we even know it. Then we have Squats for Soldiers next summer, and then we have the Haunted Hustle. And don't get ahead of myself here, is the golf outing, which is usually in June or July. Doug Pinter, he puts that on for the Front Nine Foundation, and it's crazy how much money has been raised already this year.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah, I think it's definitely above $50,000.
That's awesome.
So
that's awesome. That's great cause. That's Doug's told stories about the family house and everything that they do over there and the families that they help. And what I think is really neat about it is with the Front Nine Foundation and the family house, they're not just, it's not one of those where they're just giving money one time. They actually sponsor these families, and these families that have kids at the Children's Hospital of Illinois, down there at OSF, that are maybe here for an extended period of time, or maybe they are here for a while, then they go back to wherever they're from, their homes, and then they do have to come back on a regular basis. The great part of the Front Nine Foundation and everything they do at the family house is that they stick with their sponsorships of these families. So Doug was talking about how they've had a family that has been there for 2-3 years now, and they've been kind of living between the family house and their home because of the ailment that their daughter has, and just the surgeries that they've been going there and back for. And one of their other daughters, he was talking about, just kind of says that is so happy that she just kind of lives at the family house. She's got 2 houses, so that's one that anytime that we can support something like that and support what they're doing over there and what Doug's doing with the Front Nine Foundation, that's an absolutely awesome cause. So since this is going to that $50, like we said, you're getting beer ticket, you're getting t-shirt, you're getting breakfast, lunch, but then you're also getting to know that you are kind of helping out one of those families. So very cool opportunity there.
Very well put, Adam. Very well put. And there's also some prizes awarded on that day as well. So if you think you're fast and you want to get out there and think you can beat myself or Adam in a 5K, best of luck to you.
Try to do it in under 45 minutes.
There is a award awarded to the best male or female for best time, and then also costume for male or female, and then also there is a award for whichever child 16 and under has the best costume as well. So, and with the prizes, I know there's going to be an array of prizes for those awards, but right there in front of you, Adam, what do you got there?
We got Never Been Stronger pre-workout. This stuff any good?
I think it's all right.
I think it's pretty decent. No, for real though, this stuff, awesome protein right here, awesome pre-workout right here. All natural on both of them without the artificial flavors. Easy on the stomach, unlike a lot of the proteins and pre-workouts. Super mixable, super smooth. Goes down real easy.
Exactly.
So, real good prizes there.
Yeah, definitely. Whichever male or female for the costume and the time, they get to pick if they want a pre-workout or a protein on behalf of Never Been Stronger. And just to backtrack to that, Adam, the pre-workout is slightly not natural or 100% natural. It's like 98% natural. There's just a little bit of maltodextrin in there. Some people will consider that natural, not natural. It just depends on who you're really asking for the most part.
Right, and that's just that's a carb source, isn't it? That maltodextrin, which is one that if you didn't have that in there, it's going to be all clumpy and there's not going to be any mixability to it. So one of those, you got a real small amount of that in there, it's not going to hurt.
There's 0.7 calories per serving on that, so you're not going to really go overboard on your calories with it. Right. So yeah. With the Haunted Hustle, again, October 28th, 2017, starts at 10 a.m., check-ins at 8:30 a.m. You can go to the front9foundation.com, the website for Front Nine Foundation, or you can contact Shelby LaBeouf. That is Mr. LeBeouf, LeBeouf 1993 at yahoo.com. So that way you can either make a donation or sign up for the event. Definitely.
And we'll put that link on there with the video here today, because that's one that, I mean, you get to go out, dress up in a costume, run around Bradley Park and start drinking about 10 a.m. on a Saturday morning. You can't really beat that. That's a good Saturday right there. So we'll put the link on there. Sign up. Get a group of friends. Sign up. I don't know. Maybe we could get some group costumes going. Some prizes for that. Ooh. There we go. So
it's morphin' time.
Whoa. Don't tell Peck Park. He's going to be out there showing everybody up. Hopefully he's got a Comic-Con that weekend or something.
That's actually going to be November 3rd, I believe, down at the Civic Center.
It's canceled. I know. Very sad.
Darn.
No Peoria Comic-Con this year. We should
Dog.
lobby for that. Get Pat Clark behind that.
There we go. We'll get Pat Clark Productions on that.
Oh, for sure. He'll lobby it. Get it going there.
So some other things that we talked about in the opening to talk about in addition to the Haunted Hustle is talk to you guys about where you should join for a gym membership, what you should be looking for in a gym, maybe personal trainers, coaches. What is it that you need to be looking for? And I mean, you got Adam, the owner of Iron Athlete Performance, over on Sumner Street. Myself, the head personal trainer at Anytime Fitness North Peoria. And I mean, they're like, well, why are they doing this together if they're in different gyms? It's because there's so many people out there that are not working out. Like,
right.
Our biggest competitor is the television and the couch.
Exactly.
So I mean, I guess to get started here, what should people be looking for if they don't have a gym membership and they're wanting to join somewhere?
For one, I always say is just kind of look who's around there. We're not going to name any names of gyms, but I don't know, say there was one that had a lot of purple and yellow and gave you pizza every once in a while. Like, that's one where you look at the people who are around there, you look at what they stand for, and personally, I want to go to a gym that's going to push me. Mm-hmm. And I want to go to a gym where the people there are going to push me to be better and do better. So that's one, I kind of look at the people who are at the gym, look at what the gym stands for. And that's why Anytime Fitness, absolutely awesome place, because it does have that kind of, like, there's no judgment, nothing like that, but you also walk in and there's going to be people who are going to motivate you and push you and want you to do your very best, whether that's lifting heavy or running faster on the treadmill or burning more calories, going a little bit longer, anything like that. So I'd say that the biggest thing is looking who's at the gym, what's going on at the gym, just really the atmosphere itself.
Yeah, that's definitely a big one. I mean, I know a lot of the people that I personal train with. If I was to take them over to your place or the Gorilla Pit and be like, all right, that's where we're working out today, they might be like, huh? And it's not just because of, I don't know, that the atmosphere is definitely going to be different, but I think it's more of getting to know the place.
Right.
I think a lot of people go into a place and judge it before they even get to know it.
Definitely.
And it's like, for I primarily train, like, I work out over at the Gorilla Pit right next to Iron Athlete Performance, and many people will be like, ooh, that's scary. And I'm just like, no, it's actually super friendly and very helpful.
Oh, definitely.
And it's just like, you gotta get to know who's behind the doors or the cage there. And
Exactly.
And just
don't have Harambe in there.
Let your mind open up to what's ahead.
Definitely. And that's one where, I mean, there's been a few people who have contacted me about training over at Iron Athlete, but it's one of those where I've sent them over to you, because we don't necessarily have the cardio equipment. We don't necessarily have somebody who's looking to do adult personal training, or who's looking to do, maybe they've had surgery recently and they've just finished physical therapy, so they're looking for kind of that next step, and they're, say, 40, 50 years old. So I've sent them to Patrick bunch of times, because that's one that here at Anytime Fitness, you guys have a different atmosphere, different set of machines, different things that are going to help them more than what I could give them. And so that's one that, like we said, like Pat said at the beginning, we don't have competition with each other. Our competition is kind of the couch, the TV, McDonald's, just that mediocrity mindset that some people are caught up in and that society does sometimes kind of push for, but it's one that when we've got a chance to work together on stuff like that, our biggest thing is that we're looking for the best thing for each person that comes to us. And so if there's somebody who comes to me that I know that Patrick will be able to help them more, I'm going to send them over to him, because like I said, we're not competitors. We're trying to help them the most that we can. And there's been times that Pat sent athletes over to me because he knows that kind of the same thing. I've got the different things, different tools that are going to be able to help them. It's when I explained to somebody one day when they were asking about adult personal training and kind of coming off some surgeries. And it's one that I said where I've been studying for the past 2-3 years how to train athletes. You've been studying how to do that. So you're not going to send your car to a electrician to get the tires changed.
Unless it's my Volt.
Unless it's your Volt. Okay, that's true.
But no, like what Adam's saying is 100% accurate. And when I'll use myself as a perfect example of this. When I was in college, and I came here, and before when I interviewed and got the job here, we didn't have any equipment, so I could have questioned my what was I doing at that point. But it's worked out obviously in the end, and I was just like, I never used machines when I was in college.
Right.
And I would use like the lat pull downs, the seated row, cables, but nothing much more than what was like in terms of those kinds of things, you know?
Right, definitely.
And like I was always big on, I gotta squat with the barbells or do dumbbell squats. Anything with dumbbells and barbells, I was 100% for. But even when I started here, I still kind of had that mindset. I was like, no, we're not going to do the machines. But as I started getting more and more unique clients that I was working with, I had to use the machines. It's almost impossible not to. The thing with functional training nowadays, people say, oh, you got to be functional and do these movements that are more complex, more compound. Well, just because you use a machine doesn't mean it's functional.
Right.
So,
right.
And that's one thing that I had myself. I had to get out of that area of, I guess, I was arrogant, I would say.
Definitely.
And I now know that machines are really beneficial for people, especially if I'm working with someone who had a shoulder surgery, someone who maybe has bone density issues. They can't do all that impactful stuff, and so they have to train at a certain level of fitness, and the machines in here definitely help with that.
That's spot on, definitely.
So it's crazy what how many modes of exercise there are out there. So like back to the question I asked earlier, what should people be looking for? So let's talk about your gym, Anytime Fitness Peoria, other gyms in the area, and we're not going to bash any of them. We just want to give you options of where to go.
Definitely.
And it's just like Iron Athlete Performance. You guys are more of a junior high-ish, high school, collegiate, could be even professional level of training for sport specifics. How many different types of athletes do you think you work with?
Right now I've got athletes from 7 different sports in there. So
wow,
quite the array. This summer I had athletes from 12 different sports. So
now,
incredible array of athletes there.
Do you count? I know Cass is doing the bodybuilding, the bikini.
Yep.
Are you counting that?
I am. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. So I'm counting physique as a different sport there. Kind of putting that all together, because I've got a bodybuilder, 2 bikini athletes, and a figure athlete. So
gotcha.
All that kind of together is a physique sport.
And then for Anytime Fitness Peoria, we're more of, I would say, more of the business mindset professional who probably wants to come in for whether it's 20 minutes, 60 minutes, maybe not too much longer than that, do a little bit of cardio, a little bit of cross training, whether it's weights and free weights and bands, and kind of get out. Our parking lot's not very big, similar to you guys as well, which is real nice for me. Like, I don't like going to a big bucks gym and have to walk 10 minutes from my car.
Right, definitely.
So this is more of the business professional. Come in, work out, get out. Fitness might not be the number one priority, which is okay. As long as it's a part of your life, then that's all right.
Definitely. And that's one, like you were saying, with the big box gym. That's something I really like Anytime Fitness here, because it's one of those. I belong to the big chain gyms, and to each their own. Like we said, those are awesome. Still people going in there, working on getting in shape, getting their fitness, just kind of living a better lifestyle there. But like I said, one of the things I really like about Anytime Fitness is it is more of a, instead of just being that big box gym, just kind of what I think of the stereotypical chain gym. You guys really, I mean, Doug was standing up here when I walked in, and I think there were 12 members that walked in while I was sitting here, and Doug greeted all of them by name. Doug, the owner, Pinter there. And so that's pretty awesome. And I see you the same way. Shelby, Jake, everybody's really the same way around here. So you guys got the quote up there that I was looking for a gym, I found a family. That's kind of what it feels like here. You guys are the smaller, a little bit more mom and pop without being the mom and pop type gym.
Never thought of that way.
It's one of those that really is a neat atmosphere in here.
Nice.
So, but then you also got, so there's the, like we talked about, there's the chain gyms, and those to each their own. One of those that maybe you do want to go in, and there's a lot more equipment, different things that way. Then there's also the other options as far as like there's CrossFit.
Yep.
There's the boxing gyms around here. There's a few different ones, and then kind of just even more specialized. So one of those, getting that be that wintertime, can't really do as much stuff outside. Find somewhere. Try a lot of places out. I don't know. What do you guys do as far as the trial period here at any time?
So we have a 7-day trial and a 14-day trial, actually. But the 7-day trial, if you wanted to utilize that, you can come on in during your staffed hours for that period. If you wanted to use the 14, which we highly recommend it because you get access with a key fob. It is a $20 deposit with the key fob usage, and you come in whenever you want, 24/7. If you decide to join, that $20 goes towards the membership. If you don't decide you want to join, then it's kind of like you paid for a trial membership.
Right.
It is 24/7, and we have 45 security cameras in here, and so
that's awesome.
I mean, we want to make sure that everyone's safe and sound.
Definitely. Yeah, so that's one. Really try a few different gyms out. If you're not sure what you're looking for, the only way you're going to find it is if you are trying different stuff out, looking maybe your friends do CrossFit, you want to go try that out. Check out CrossFit North Peoria, CrossFit 309, any of those gyms, and see what they're about. I know that at least at North Peoria, Aaron's going to be cool if you come in, try it out one time, see how you like it, then come across the street, try out Iron Athlete Performance, the house, see how you like that. Come over here to Anytime Fitness, do the 14-day trial there.
Right.
See how you like that. Go to Gold's, go to Titan, go to any of them, go to one of the boxing gyms, try it all out, see what really works best for you. And that's one. It's getting to that time of year, like I said, we're not going to be outside, so take a month here, see what you're looking to do, because if you get in there, find what really works for you, find what you like the most, that's when you're going to stick with it.
Yeah, definitely. And like you guys might think like these guys are crazy just telling us to try out every gym. Well, you gotta try it out, and I mean, if you try it and come back and use it again, people know who people are. So it's not like you're just gonna be able to keep doing it forever. What I would strongly recommend is find something you enjoy. Notate that if you enjoy it and it's convenient for your schedule, where you live, your location, that's probably gonna be the one for you, to be honest.
Oh, definitely.
Like when the Gorilla Pit opened up and WT opened the doors, I was so ecstatic that I heard that it was right there. Man, I thought it was gonna be downtown. It was gonna be hard for me to get over there. And now I'm able to go over there before I come here and train.
It's perfect.
After this, I'm gonna go over there and train. It's just like, I'm extremely blessed to be a part of Anytime Fitness North Peoria, the Gorilla Pit, and even you, Iron Athlete Performance. I mean, it's just North Peoria has something special. Oh,
most definitely. And then we got even a few more out there. The Yard is a baseball facility out there that they're kind of starting to expand weight room a little bit too. I'm doing some athletic training over there. That's going to really start to take off in the next few months, and that's one they've got. I mean, another one that's pretty awesome out there. Just talk about North Peoria and everything that's growing out here. It's a baseball facility with a full indoor soccer field, 2 full infields, and 6 indoor batting cages. So,
oh my gosh,
pretty awesome stuff. And then that's right there by the house, the Gorilla Pit. You're right here around the corner. We've got kind of our own little hub here.
I love it. Definitely.
What are you doing this weekend, Pat?
Man, well, going to deadlift, going to train again in the morning with the crew over at Gorilla Pit Team Franklin, and got a wedding back home. That's about it, man. What about you?
There you go. Fun stuff. Gonna go hit some deadlifts with you over at the Gorilla Pit there. Probably gonna go check out that Canton Dunlap game tonight.
Nice.
Should be a fun one. And then working a little bit down Jimmy's Bar this weekend and hanging out, relaxing a little bit, chilling with the family.
Perfect. Sounds like an awesome weekend. And with that, my name is Patrick Thompson. My friend, my man Adam Wasson here on the Pinter and Patrick Show. Tune in next week. We love having you guys tune in. Thank you. If you have any questions, feel free to email us. I'll give you my email. It's real short and sweet. Patrick@ptxpt.net. Thank you.
Have a good one, guys.